So people are buying Mac Minis, firing their assistants and claiming that AI agents can make them rich. This is OpenClaw, also called Clawdbot or Molt Bot, or we don't know what it will call tomorrow. The names are changing like every day. Is this the future of AI, or is just another overhyped tech illusion? Like we've seen so many products earlier built around AI. And OpenClaw definitely is an open source self-hosted AI agent which directly runs on a computer. It's not like ChatGPT. It don't just answer, it does things. But there's a lot of hype around it. There's a lot of misinformation around this topic. And today in this video, I'll explain you everything step by step. So if you want to understand what is OpenClaw, how does it work? Because if you don't know how does it work, you'll always listening to these rumors and you might be thinking these rumors are true or this is something like overhyped or overachieved product if you don't know the reality behind the OpenClaw and how it works. Before we move forward, I highly recommend you to subscribe to the channel because this is very important to understand what is real, what is not real, where's the hype around AI and how you use AI properly and make it your assistant. I highly recommend you to subscribe to the channel. First of all, very important thing, what it can do. We all know it can manage calendar and reminders. It can browse the web. It can read and organize files on a computer. It can send files. It can run terminal commands and automate workflow end to end. You can even control it from apps you already use like WhatsApp, Telegram. If you can go to the website, you can see WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, everything is here. And there are almost 50 plus integration. And there's another very interesting thing. Once you use Clawdbot or OpenClaw, say it comes with some skills. By default, I think 50 skills are pre-installed. You can see there is a website, Claw Hub. From here, you can download the skills and you can use to automate the task you want for which you are firing your AI assistant. Here you can see a lot of skills are WeChat, Crypto, AI Tracker, Gmail, To-Do Management, Google Calendar. So many skills are there, but guys, do not use them blindly. It's very important you understand how it works so that you don't lose your data, your money, or you just don't get all this hype created around this tool. Okay, first of all, let's see what make OpenClaw different. So what make OpenClaw different is it can run on a computer. It's not a SaaS website. Of course, you can always use it on your browser if you can install it on a VPS server. And we can take actions. We can not just chat. You can send a message via WhatsApp or your favorite messaging tool and it will take actions for a lot of things. But it is important to understand that it will not work independently. You will need an LLM which is going to be the brain of the whole process. This is like more like automation tool which does stuff for you. You will need an LLM. You can use a local LLM or a cloud-based LLM and you can connect your apps you already use. Okay, now let's talk about the hype. So how you install it? People are talking about you need Mac Minis, so everybody is buying Mac Minis, but yes, you can really install it on any PC. Or you can install it on VPS. If you want, I can give you the link in the description how to step-by-step install on a VPN. And it's gonna cost you like fraction of the money instead of buying like, like Mac Mini or buying something else. Even you can use your other computer. I'm gonna use my other computer. I'm preparing for it. You can see right now I'm recording. This is like, I have this MSI laptop, which is not the fastest laptop because my main laptop, this one, Alienware, I'm not going to install this on the main one. I'm going to install it on this one, so more videos are coming soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so people are making, I think, too much big claim around it. It was too much hype. For example, like Mac Mini era, people are like, let's flaunting on it, right? I order a Mac Mini. And I feel bad for the people who just bought, like spend a lot of money for Mac Mini to, use Clawdbot. For some people, it might work. It is a good investment. But yes, you really don't need Mac Mini. You can install it like anywhere. You can see some people are there like they are using the mobile phones and you can see here somebody said okay they can run Minecraft server on $25 phone, so why not you can use Clawdbot. You can see it's on AWS also, they use OpenClaw. So it should be clear that you do not need Mac Mini. You can run it on any laptop or desktop, a VPS, even in cheap hardware. Mac Mini just became trendy because it's always on, it's silent, and it takes low power and it's aesthetics. It's aesthetic and trend we are following now, again with OpenClaw. But here is very important thing, why people are buying separate machine for OpenClaw. This is the important point. So as we know, it is very powerful. It's not actually about power. We'll talk about later bit in detail that how it works and why this is a big deal and why it's at the same time not a big deal. I'll tell you that why big companies are not doing it and OpenClaw is like by independent developer did it. So because OpenClaw is self-hosted, it might be potentially dangerous if misconfigured, or it might be doing some stuff which is not safe. It might read your complete files on a computer. That's why I'm not using on my main Alienware. I'm going to installing this other laptop. So the whole idea behind Mac Minis or buying other hardware is to just keep it on a separate machine, so you don't interact with any of your other things. Of course, once you train it, you run some automations, then you might use them, with your real emails and everything, but you have to be very careful about it. And now you must be thinking, why big companies like OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, or like Grok, they cannot do all these things, like Elon Musk company, they cannot do this thing, and independent developer did it. So the thing here is, they could do that thing, but because the big companies, if something bad happens, they might end up in a big lawsuit. And this is the open source software released. It's released as open software, so you are the one who are the owner to use it, how you want to use it. That's why it's not something the developer should be worried about. But big companies, they're worried about this thing. Imagine, for example, we can create emails and all those things via Gemini tool. If you're using Gemini, you know how you can schedule emails, how you can send emails. Any company can do it. It's not a big deal. They can do it, but they cannot do it because they don't want to stuck into all the legal battle if something happen. And because this is open source release software, so yeah, you use it at your own risk. But it also shows us what is the capabilities of AI, in which direction automation and AI is going, and also what it can do. It just gives you a glimpse. Okay, so now let's talk about how does it actually work. If you go to OpenClaw website, how it works, so you can see here chat, apps, then you have plugins, plus this gateway. And then gateway controls all those things. Let me give one more example. I asked Gemini to create an image around it, and you can see how it works. So OpenClaw Molt Book works, the personal AI agent. For example, you chat from a mobile phone, you say book your flight. Then OpenClaw software is installed on local computer. It has access to the terminal, browser, and your folder files, all those things. And depending on the time, we can set a autonomous heartbeat. If you're a programmer or you already run cron jobs, you know what is the heartbeat we already use from like many years. With our website for performing different tasks on a certain times, or also like the frequent tasks. For example, whenever you work on Google Sheets, or for example you work in Google Doc, it keeps saving the document all the time. That's also another use of heartbeat. So when requests come to OpenClaw, it use LLM, which could be a cloud or local AI. It could be anything here. It could be like Gemini, it could be Anthropic, it could be OpenAI, it could be Grok, it could be anything. Or you can use a free AI agent like Olama, or there's so many free AI agents available, you can use them. Okay, so it gives back, it controls all the browser, and it's not something we haven't seen before. We already have agentic browser which are doing stuff. I already, in some live streams, I already explained how I used like Perplexity browser like few months ago to put all the multivitamins in my Amazon cart. It went to my history. It checked like which multivitamins I ordered in the last few months, and added all those things into my cart. And then I just went and did the checkout. It might did checkout by itself, but yes, they don't want to get sued, these big companies. But here, because it's open source software, they don't, it's your own responsibility. So I hope you understand how it works. Okay, now one big thing here is connecting to LLM. So if you're thinking that it's free, yes, OpenClaw is free, open source, but yes, you need an LLM. So guys, make sure if you connect with the LLM, you have to connect to API key, and API key is paid. When you access, all these AI tools by API, it's paid. It's not very expensive, but it might get very expensive because it might be running all night and all day. So make sure you are setting a limit for expenses, all those stuff, or you just use a free LLM. If you want to know how you can do that, I will add a link in description in this video that how to install step by step. You can check that video and you can use a free LLM. Again, big question, if it is so powerful, why are not big companies doing this? First of all, security risk, compliance issue, unpredictable behaviors, high operational costs, and LLM hallucination, take wrong actions. Enterprise don't want that AI can run shell commands and email clients freely. OpenClaw is a developer-first tech, not consumer-safe software. Thus, the whole hype was created around it. For example, you might see some scam and fake claims going viral on. If you go to X, you might see so many things. They talk about crypto claims. You can see one of them is here. They make like, like how much is the $500,000 and stuff. And it clearly look like AI-generated image. There's no proof that people are using OpenClaw to trade crypto. Too much hype. Influence a lot of people who are not really technical. They are creating videos around it. And I think even sometimes I see the videos on my feed, I'm surprised. Like, is it really working like this? And then I said no, because I understand the logic behind it, like how it works. It's all hype, don't fall into that hype. There was another hype that AI sue, it's human. It is not true, it's not possible as of now, because to sue somebody, you need to have to follow a legal procedure. How you follow legal procedure? Just creating an image that I sued you, or creating like a letter or mail does not mean you sued somebody. It's just over simplification of the whole process and just, overhyping the stuff. It is not real. Don't be those people who just, think like AI gonna destroy the world like tomorrow. No, it is very, very powerful, but it's not there yet. If you understand how it works, it's more like automation using LLM we already had. So it's really good thing. We can test it. We can schedule a lot of things like cron jobs we can schedule already, but don't go to too much hypes. You might see in this claim that AI agents are posting jobs and also doing job by itself. No, automation is not employment. Bots can post, bots can reply, but that's not again AGI, which is very important. I will cover AGI very quickly, and then we go to the Molt Book, which is the next last point, which will the big hype about this social media have created around OpenClaw, and bots are talking there. They are overtaking the humans, all those stuff. This is Molt Book, and people are talking. You can see here the hot topics here that there only bots can be registered here and humans can observe. It is not completely true. We have so many proofs now. There are fake accounts being created. If you just go to X, you will find so many posts around it, and then you will see that how it is not completely true. It's like overhyped things. You can also post your stuff, what you want to post, not just that bots are posting here. You can see everything here. It's fine. It's very fun to read all these things, but it's not there yet. For example, like if you're technical, you can understand that to create this kind of community, how you can automate it. You can say, okay, there's a new community here. So when somebody post something, you can just reply to it. Check every 20 minutes and check if there's something and just reply to it. It's just like, what we do right now also, like chatting with like Gemini, all those things. It's just automated. It's just, like with a cron job or with like Heartbeat, you can just automate these things to reply on those things. And this is like people talking about they have created the whole community and they're going to take over. They are deciding like creating their own language to talk with these things. No. That's only possible when it achieves AGI. AGI is artificial general intelligence. All these big companies, they are running behind AGI because right now the whole race around LLMs and AI is who will achieve AGI first. That's why you might see sometime the big companies, they are giving free accounts in countries like America, India, where the big population and also they're very diverse. So they can really, really achieve AGI first. And whichever company will achieve AGI first, that will have big so in this industry, and that will the winner of the whole AI race. So all this Molt Book communities, I think too much overhype. So yeah, don't get into this hype. And I will tell you, it's real nice. Use it, but use it carefully. Cisco already said, and a lot of other companies, they already find so many vulnerabilities. Your system might be very easy to hack if you use it. I think there are huge security risk using OpenClaw. But yes, like if you want to try it, don't worry about it too much. Just, like run it on a separate machine, or you don't need to buy something really big. I will check soon that if we can use it in a guest mode and we can set different privileges on our PC. So we have like different guest account. How does it work? Will it like still be able to delete the files? It might be able because it can get the root access, but that's something I need to test. My PC is getting ready, this one. So once this will be ready, I'm going to test on this PC. I already tested on a VPS. I installed it. It was working very fine. If you want, check the description to know how you can set it up on VPS. Let me know what you think about all these things. And if you learn something from this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that.